Dog Soldiers is a werewolf war horror film released in 2002 and directed by Neil Marshall. It isn't totally overlooked at this point, but it really is a movie more horror fans should watch. We follow a British military unit on what's supposed to be a standard training mission, but things quickly go off the rails and they end up fighting for their lives against a pack of werewolves. This group of soldiers really serve as the core of this film. You really root for these guys. They have such great charisma and chemistry. I think they can carry just about any movie you put them into.
Now, as of this moment, as far as we're concerned, we are 50k behind enemy lines. Now, if we do happen to make a contact, I expect nothing less than gratuitous violence from the lot of you. Because we're firing blanks, it doesn't mean we have to be thinking nice thoughts. So you remember, you put the fire down, right? You get stuck in and you kick their fucking teeth out, or I guarantee you, Joe, they will be having your bollocks for breakfast, sunshine.
Hard-boiled or fried, Sarge?
Scrambled. Yeah, Spoonie.
Oh, smart.
So because it's nice and new and shiny doesn't mean it's worth shit. Remember, I want that back, son.
What about you, Sarge?
Well, I'll count, won't I? Right then, Coop, what we got?
And we're lucky enough to get them in a film that also features some solid humor and some really sick action scenes.
Just fucking let it!
This movie takes a small set and limited effects budget and turns it into claustrophobia and chaos. A good chunk of the film takes place in an abandoned farmhouse, and it creates these intense Call of Duty zombies sort of moments of holding your ground against insane odds. We get British soldiers going home alone on waves of werewolves, and it never fails to be as entertaining as it sounds. In terms of the war to horror movie spectrum, it definitely leans more towards a horror movie with soldiers like Aliens, rather than a war movie with horror dropped in like Predator or something along those lines. And I actually probably prefer it over any of the Predator movies, though I'm not sure if it's quite on that Aliens level. If you're a fan of either of those movies, or any more action-oriented horror, you're probably going to be into this. This is one of those films, though, I think just about anyone interested in the genre is going to like, but if you prefer something more dramatic or cerebral, then it might not be your thing. It's definitely not a psychological or disturbing account of war, though we do get a few bits of the horrors of war in a very effective story told by the sergeant at one point. For viewers looking for werewolves, but maybe more character-driven, I'd point you towards The Wolf of Snow Hollow or Ginger Snaps. If you watch Dog Soldiers though and you enjoy it, I'd recommend giving something like The Descent, Wreck, or End of the Line a try if you want more claustrophobic horror, while films like Aliens, Resident Evil, and Day of the Dead can also scratch your military horror itch. It's not too likely to scare you, but it does provide some over-the-top carnage, while also giving you some awesome characters you hope don't get eaten alive.